Hello everyone. I hope all of you are keeping safe and healthy along with your families. I am Yudindra Shrivastava from Systems Management Advisory Services. This is the first session for CMMI version 2.0 overview training. In this session, I would be taking you through the basic information about the model, a brief overview on advantages of this version in comparison of the previous version, and the model structure. This module would take about an hour of learning time investment. A brief introduction about myself. I am an engineer by qualification and have about 30 years of experience in the industry, out of which about 27 years have been spent in the areas of business excellence, quality management, information security, and business continuity management, risk management, ERM and others. I have spent nearly 24 years in the corporate world with various big-name companies like Microsoft, Soprasteria, Lionbridge, and others at various senior management positions. I have been into full-time consulting since February of 2018 after leaving Microsoft. For CMM models, I have managed implementation programs for CMM and CMMI implementations at Lionbridge, Soprasteria, and Microsoft, taking these organizations to ML5 for both development as well as services. I have also helped multiple organizations in their CMMI implementation programs in the capacity of a consultant, trainer, internal auditor, and as an independent appraisal team member. I have attended CMMI appraisals as an appraisal team member for 8 different clients, along with various lead appraisers. I have implemented and also been doing consulting assignments for various other management system standards like ISO 9001, ISO 27001, ISO 22301, ISO 20000, ISO 31001, ISO 14001, ISO 45001, ISO 25000 series, and others, as you can see on the slide. The company, Systems Management Advisory Services, was created by myself in 2018, with a mission to become a preferred partner to our clients in their journey to business excellence, utilizing our extensive industry experiencing and best practices from real-life implementations. After working with various companies and our clients, we realized that while most businesses had a full-time business excellence manager and a supporting team, they weren't able to keep pace with fast-changing business scenarios and the necessary upgrades to their business systems and governance frameworks. Business leaders were making critical decisions based on the outputs from their less-than-best business processes and governance models. We believe that business leaders could achieve more, faster, with lesser stress and at a fraction of the cost, if they could access the services of an experienced business excellence expert on a part-time basis. As a small to medium or even a large business, you may not need a full-time business excellence manager or a B team. But you almost certainly do need the relevant expertise and ongoing advice to ensure appropriate systems and governance for your business. A systems advisor can become your business excellence manager, but part-time, and on need basis. The advisor can help you in setting up the relevant processes and systems, appropriate governance framework, and provide ongoing support through your business excellence journey. That could be every now and then, once a week or once a month. It's up to you. So you can have all the benefits of your own business excellence manager, for a fraction of the cost of hiring someone full-time. Your B manager will be always available, face-to-face or online, to help plan strategic direction with you, discuss new ideas, and be your right-hand expert, whenever you need help. Best of all, they bring along their experience with big and successful organizations to your business. All our advisors are qualified experts from bigger businesses, and have worked at various senior level positions at leading companies and know exactly how to improve the business performance. Now, let's talk about the topic for this session. CMMI v 2.0 for development. According to McKinsey & Company, capability is anything an organization does well that drives meaningful business results. All organizations have capabilities. What many don't have is a process by which they can measure their different capabilities against best practices and pinpoint which ones are driving higher performance. Capabilities are typically organizational-level skills, abilities, and knowledge embedded in people, processes, infrastructure, and technology. Capabilities are what organization needs to execute its business model or fulfill its mission. CMMI Institute conducted a survey and the results have been surprising. Almost 50% of the organizations who participated in the survey do not have standard process assets. Almost one-third of them said that they don't have a visibility in how their plans are working, or maybe not working, and because of that, they can't do any mid-air course corrections. And a big number of respondents, 54% for that matter, do measure something, or maybe nothing, but not what is really important for them or something that can help them improve. No pun intended, and yes, sounding a little sarcastic, we all can very honestly agree that a lot of these organizations would be boasting about their certifications, maybe multiples of them. It may be a wake-up call for all of us. Here are some definitions that may sound interesting, or maybe intriguing, to many of us. But it's good to read these once again. A model is a presentation in schematic form, often in a simplified way, of an existing or future state or situation. Example, CMMI. A standard is a document that provides requirements, specifications, guidelines, or characteristics that can be used consistently to ensure that materials, products, processes and services are fit for their purpose. Example, ISO 9001. A framework is, or contains, a structure or system for the realization of a defined result or goal. Compared with methods, frameworks give the users much more freedom regarding the partial or entire use of the framework and the use of methods or techniques therein. Example, COSA. A guidance is the recommended practice that allows some discretion or leeway in its interpretation, implementation, or use. Example, ISO 27005. A body of knowledge, BOK, is the complete set of concepts, terms, and activities that make up a professional domain, as defined by the relevant community of professionals or professional association. A body of knowledge is the accepted set of standard terminology for a specific domain. It is a professional reading list, a library, a website or a collection of websites, a description of professional functions, or even a collection of information. Example, Data Management Book of Knowledge, BOK. Here are the key benefits of CMMI version 2.0 over the previous version 1.3. This version helps the organizations improve business performance, leverage current best practices, build agile resiliency and scale, benchmark capability and performance, and accelerate adoption. There are 6 maturity levels starting from 0 till 5, and practices are built incrementally at each level to improve the organizational performance. Level 0, incomplete, characterizes inconsistent performance. Organizations may be delivering to their clients somehow. Level 1, initial, characterizes organizations addressing performance issues as they arise. In simple terms, the organizations are mostly reactive and fighting fires as and when they happen. Level 2, managed, characterizes organizations with defined project performance objectives and ensuring that progress towards meeting these objectives is being monitored and mid-course corrections are implemented. The focus still is on the project level performance. Level 3, defined, characterizes organizations with defined performance objectives, both at the organization as well as at the project level. The projects are using the standardized organizational processes tailored to the specific needs of a project. This brings in consistency of processes across projects, enabling continual improvement in the organizational capabilities. Level 4, quantitatively managed, characterizes organizations moving from reactive to proactive management. Organizations at this level have developed the capabilities to understand process variations and are able to predict the achievement of objectives. Actions are taken proactively to minimize variations, leading to a better chance of achieving objectives. Statistics, 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 is the mantra at level 4. Level 5, optimizing, characterize organizations implementing continual improvement by process, resource, and risk optimization, and improvements are demonstrated through statistical evidences. The model is elaborated with multiple guidance from various industry best practices like Agile and is regularly being updated with changing industry scenarios. Till the previous version of CMMI, there was a misconception that it is not applicable or useful for organizations following Agile development methodologies. Version 2.0 has elaborated on how the CMMI practices can be mapped to Agile methodology to strengthen the organizational performance. Different maturity levels help the organizations benchmark their capability against similar organizations. Step-by-step adoption guide that forms part of the CMMI model supporting documentation, provides a clear path to get started with CMMI or to transition to CMMI version 2.0 from version 1.3. Let's now look at the CMMI model structure. The CMMI model is divided into categories, which are further divided into capability areas, which again are further divided into practices areas. Categories are the logical groups of capability areas that address common and prevalent problems encountered by businesses when producing or delivering solutions. Each category consists of related sets of best practices for performing the work. Capability areas are the groups of related practice areas that can provide improved performance in the skills and activities of an organization or work effort. It describes a predefined set of practice areas that make up a specific capability area. Capabilities are what an organization needs to execute its business model or fulfill its mission. Practice area is a set of similar practices that collectively describe the critical activities needed to achieve a defined intent and value. All the capability areas in CMMI have been categorized in 4 categories. Doing includes the capability areas for producing and delivering quality solutions. Managing includes the capability areas for planning and managing implementation of solutions. Enabling includes the capability areas for supporting solution implementation and delivery. And improving includes the capability areas for sustaining and improving performance. The category doing includes 3 capability areas. Ensuring quality, comprising of practice areas for requirements development and management, process quality assurance, verification and validation, and peer reviews. Engineering and developing products, comprising of practice areas for technical solution and product integration. Selecting and managing suppliers, comprising of practice area for supplier agreement management. The category managing includes 3 capability areas. Planning and managing work, comprising of practice areas for estimating, planning, and monitoring and control. Managing business resilience, comprising of practice area for risk and opportunity management. Managing the workforce, comprising of practice area for organizational training. The category enabling includes 1 capability area. Supporting implementation, comprising of practice areas for causal analysis and resolution, decision analysis and resolution, and configuration management. The category improving includes two capability areas. Building and sustaining capability comprises of practice areas for governance and implementation infrastructure. Improving performance comprises of practice areas for process management, process asset development, and managing performance and measurement. Within practice areas, the practices are organized into a set of evolutionary levels from level 1 to level 5. Each level builds on the previous levels by adding new functionality or sophistication resulting in increased capability. Level 0, incomplete approach to addressing the intent of the practice area. The organization may or may not be meeting the full intent of any practice. Level 1, basic practices that describe an initial approach to addressing the intent of the PA. These may not be able to meet the full intent. These practices describe as to what is expected from an organization or project which is just starting the process improvement journey. Starts to focus on performance issues. Level 2, simple, but complete set of practices to meet the full intent of the PA. Does not require standardized processes at the organization level. Focus is on identification and monitoring of project performance objectives. Level 3, projects use the organizational processes and standards that are tailored to meet the unique project characteristics. Lessons learned and best practices are shared across the organization and used to improve organizational processes. Manages both project and organizational performance. Level 4, use of statistical and other quantitative techniques to detect or refine the area of focus or to predict if quality and process performance objectives will be achieved. Understands performance variation statistically or quantitatively and manages progress against quality and process performance objectives. Level 5, use of statistical and other quantitative techniques to optimize performance and enhance the achievement of objectives including business, measurement, and performance, and quality and process performance objectives. An example showing practices at different practice groups for the MPM practice area. Each practice is numbered with the first digit indicating the maturity level. Here is an example on what is needed to achieve level 3. The practice areas marked in light blue are required for level 2 and to achieve level 3. The practices in light blue as well as those in peach color needs to be implemented for all projects under the organizational scope. The cells in dark blue color indicates the number of practices at each maturity level for the respective practice areas. Gray colored cells indicate that there are practices available at these levels for the respective practice areas but are not required to be implemented for level 3 conformance. The cells in black indicates that there are no practices at these levels for the respective practice areas. We will discuss these practices in details in our coming sessions. This slide and the next 3 slides give you an overview of each practice area, its intent, and the value an organization can expect to achieve by implementing the full intent of the practice area. RDM, develop product requirements and manage requirement changes. PQA, conduct internal process audits. VV, conduct product reviews and testing. PR, conduct peer reviews. TS, design, develop/code, and conduct unit testing of the product. PI, integrate product components, conduct integration testing, package, and deliver along with user manuals. SAM, identify and manage suppliers and their products or services. EST, estimate effort, cost, budget, schedule. Plan the project for budget, schedule, resources, capacity, quality, functionality, risks and opportunities, dependencies, stakeholders, skills, etc. MC, monitor progress against the plan and control any deviations. RSK, identify and manage risks and opportunities. OT, Identify, plan and deliver trainings. Evaluate training effectiveness. CAR, conduct causal analysis and implement corrective actions. DAR, structured decision making for critical decisions. CM, manage and protect product configurations. Gov, define and implement policies. Implement governance through management reviews. 2. Provide implementation and support infrastructure. PCM, implement continual improvement processes. PAD, define, implement, and monitor organizational processes, QMS. MPM, measure and monitor process performance at project and organization level. This completes Module 1 of the training. Thank you for watching. For any queries, further details, or for arranging a full corporate session for your organization, please contact on the numbers provided on this slide. You may also send in a mail at the shown ID. We would be happy to help.